Joining us this morning is the chef from 405 Mid-East Bistro. He's here to introduce us to his amazing menu and tell us about a special Valentine's event. Good morning, Chef Rashad. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
All right, so tell me a little bit about 405 Bistro and then also your background as well.
Sure. So the 405 is it's a Middle Eastern bistro. My father's Palestinian. He's from Bethlehem, and my mother's Irish. She's from Albany, Georgia, actually. So I'm kind of a weird mix.
You're a
right?
good mix, right?
Exactly. So we sort of highlight the food from my father's background. He's a chef, and his father was a chef. So I grew up cooking in my family's restaurants.
Now, you're a third-generation chef, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so you've been in the kitchen since you were itty-bitty, so I guess you always knew you wanted to be a chef?
Sort of, yeah. It's one of those things you kind of grow up cooking and seeing it and learning it, and then at some point you decide you want to do what you're good at.
All right.
So I started cooking in my father's kitchen when I was 16, but I grew up running around the restaurant as a baby.
All right, so it's in your blood.
Oh, of course.
All right, so
Definitely.
tell me a little bit about the menu and the foods that we can anticipate. You don't see a lot of restaurants that carry these types of dishes, so what can we expect?
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of something new for Chattanooga. We wanted to sort of introduce something new. We're doing really traditional Middle Eastern dishes and then some plays on some other things. So, for instance, like today I brought some appetizers from like a traditional meze, which basically just means to share.
Okay.
So we have hummus, which most people know about already, which is sort of a chickpea and tahini dip.
And this one is the hummus. For
Yeah,
everyone at
exactly.
Home,
And then a baba ganoush, which is a roasted eggplant dip. And then a really traditional tabbouleh salad. It's minced tomato, parsley, bulgur wheat, lemon, and olive oil, just really, really fresh and refreshing.
I was going to say, Middle Eastern cuisine is known for being very pure and healthy.
Exactly.
And that plays through all of your menu items.
Yeah, and we try to be really fresh and really healthy with all our food. And then you'll notice that all of the appetizers that I brought today are all vegetarian, and they're actually also vegan friendly.
Okay, good to know.
And with the exception of the tabbouleh, they're all gluten-free as well.
Oh, perfect. All right, so what
we try to
else?
cover all of those things. So we've got a grape leaf right here in the front. It's a little bit different than a Greek one would be. This is actually completely vegetarian. It's got tomatoes and peppers and onions and rice, and this actually has bulgur wheat as well, so it's not quite gluten-free.
But it could be.
It could be. And then it's actually cooked in a tomato water, so it gets a little bit of a tangy flavor to it.
Okay, cool.
And then on the far side over here, we have a traditional falafel, which is basically like a chickpea fritter. It's basically like a hush puppy.
Okay. Well, a lot of people, I've heard a lot of people say that they love falafels, but they have no idea what they are. So
Exactly. You know, people aren't sure. They just look good and they taste good and they're fried.
It's
so-
fried. It has to be
Yeah.
good,
If
right?
it's fried, it's always tasty. And we also make our own pita bread in-house. We have a full
Oh,
bakery.
yum.
So-
All right, so this caught my eye when you brought it in because I love a good sandwich. Tell me about that.
So we run sandwiches on our lunch menu only, and this one is actually sort of special. This is called a steak in a sack. My father actually owned restaurants in Chattanooga in the 70s, and he invented this sandwich. So we had a place called the Skewer on 10th Street, sort of, I think it's actually in the building where the Dwell Hotel is now. So we came up with a sandwich. It's basically thinly sliced steak, sauteed onions, a mixture of steak sauces, a little bit of mayo, and then fresh tomato.
Yum.
And then we make fresh house chips every day.
That sounds great. Okay, so what is the, tell me the other two dishes real fast.
This is one of sort of things that I'm famous for. This is called an upside down. So we do it a bunch of different ways. This happens to be a chicken version. We also do a braised beef short rib and a lamb shoulder. So what happens is in a little pot we'll build it. So it's going to be a layer of chicken, cauliflower, eggplant, potatoes, garlic, rice. And then we're going to take the stock that we used to make the chicken, reinstitute it, slow cook it, and then flip it upside down.
Oh, wow. So there's a little surprise in there.
Yeah,
It's
so
not
it-
just chicken and rice.
Exactly. So it looks almost like
But
a
that's
little,
good too, though.
It looks almost like a little cake.
Oh, perfect. All right, so, and you also have a great craft cocktail menu. We have a couple pictures of those, but tell us kind of about the bar area.
So I actually grew up in Chicago. I was born in Chattanooga. I lived on Signal Mountain until I was like 10 years old. My family moved to Chicago, and I was lucky enough to work and live in Chicago for a long time. So when I opened this restaurant, I actually flew a good friend of mine in who's a great cocktail guy. His name is Alex Wasili. So he flew in, built our craft cocktail list, and we have some really fun plays on sort of classic craft cocktails.
Perfect. All right, so we can come and try those out. And you're having a special Valentine's event. Give me those details.
Yeah, so we're actually going to run Valentine's Day for 3 days. We're going to do Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And what we've done is we have these little votives, these little glass bulbs. So I actually hung 150 of them from the ceiling
Oh, wow.
at different heights. And then they're going to get candles inside. We're gonna kill all the lights, and we're gonna do dinner under candlelight.
Oh, that'll be beautiful. There's some pictures of it now.
Yeah, we
so
actually did it for New Year's sort of as a precursor and a test run to make sure that we could pull it off for
Oh, it's
Valentine's Day.
gorgeous. Okay, so the menu, is it going to be kind of a reserved menu, and is there a special going on?
So we're going to run our full menu, but then we're going to run some sort of specials and kind of cool things. So we're actually going to run a 34-ounce porterhouse for 2.
Oh my gosh,
Just
okay.
wanted to do a giant steak, so you have a little bit of fun.
That's fantastic. All right, so if you want to be our lucky winner, we are going to take caller number 12. So to win a $60 gift certificate towards this amazing candlelit dinner at the 405 Mid-East Bistro, be caller number 12 right now. That is 756-1212. Chef, thanks so much for joining
Thank you.
us.
It was
I
a
can't wait
pleasure.
to come and try out your menu. It sounds great.
Excited. Thank you so much.